Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Two Smart Question Mark Guys saying saying things, whatever we're
Saying,
called. What's that?
saying stupid stuff.
Saying stupid stuff. Thank you. Yes, it's been a busy day, so I'm just my brain is not fully engaged. Although I did just find out on TikTok that apparently the thing I should do for 2025 is to learn the ukulele, and there's an app for that.
So it's interesting that you say that. My cousin, who is a lifelong musician, has written and recorded hundreds of songs with my dad. I went up to Boston to visit them mid-December, and he was telling me that I should buy a ukulele.
Really? Well, it's a
Yeah,
small world.
and he has one, and the fingering of chords on ukuleles are slightly simpler than complex chords on guitars. And any song you can play in a guitar, you can play on a ukulele, and then you sound like that dude that redid Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Tiny Tim or
No, he was a Hawaiian guy. Very,
oh yeah, the big guy, the big Hawaiian guy.
I
Yeah.
can't remember his name, but it's by far my favorite rendition
Yeah,
of it.
I read a story about him, and it was like he woke up at 3 a.m. and called up like the engineer in the recording studio and said, "I have to record this now," and went down and, like, recorded it in one take. And just an amazing sort of, like, one shot kind of deal with that. Well, I don't know. I might have to look into ukulele. I can't even say it. Ukulele. Yeah, that thing. Or I really think about learning the banjo too. I thought the banjo would be interesting, but I
I
don't
was
know.
getting ready to say you should learn the banjo because you sure got a pretty mouth. What you
I knew
think?
you were going to work a reference to Deliverance into that somewhere. I knew you would come up with something there too. Well, that's the thing, right? If you play a banjo, I mean, are you stereo stereo cast as like a sort of bluegrass musician? Nothing wrong with that. But I mean, I don't know if there's a lot of modern sort of banjo songs. I guess Steve Martin plays the banjo quite a bit though. So, yeah,
If
I don't
if Jethro Tull can turn the flute into a rock instrument,
know.
and if Blue Oyster Cult can feature a cowbell,
More cowbell.
then there you can play a banjo.
Well, maybe I should start with the cowbell and work my way up.
There's some folks out on the interwebs that make videos playing AC/DC songs with a banjo and an anvil and a jug and a few other. It's like a bluegrass AC/DC songs, and it's ridiculously good.
Yeah, there's a group of guys I've seen. They're called I think it's a weird name. It's like 40 Fingers, but it's like four guys who play guitars.
40
I know
Fingers
you're dying to make a joke about 40 Fingers, but no,
sounds like
it's
once watched.
yeah. It's like four guys who are all playing guitars. It actually sounds pretty amazing, and they do things like take some of the hard rock songs, and make them into sort of very slow, melodious sort of things as well. So yeah, yeah. Well, that's one of them. I'll have to put that on my list to learn an instrument this year in 2025. I keep thinking I will do that at some point, but have not done so yet.
Well, I am attempting to learn the drums, and silly me for thinking that all of those decades of me tapping along with a song with my hands would transfer to playing the drums. Nope,
Not so much, huh?
not so much. So I am going from the very beginning. I bought a set of electronic drums from a company called Alesis. They're excellent. They're great beginner drums. They have different levels. The I bought the mid level, which is the Nitro Pro, and yeah, so I'm learning. It comes with a 90-day subscription of drum lessons. I'm going to learn how to play the drums.
So these are online lessons, or
Yeah, you just you can do it on your phone or you can do it on your iPad, and
you can,
it'll
oh,
connect. Yeah,
you can
it'll.
watch them on your phone. I was thinking about like tapping on your phone along with where
Oh,
something
no,
is
no, no.
drumming.
Oh,
Yeah.
you connect your device to the controller. There's a controller that comes with this. Got like 50 something pre-installed drum kits, and you can add more. You could even hook up your laptop and do a bunch of things with it. But I'm just learning. I'm trying to. I have good timing. I can keep
So you have
time.
good rhythm, right? You have rhythm, like from the,
'Cause
you
I
know.
play guitar and I can keep my time. It's just a matter of everything from learning how to hold a stick properly to how to set the even the drums themselves, getting the kit properly angled and configured for your body so that
I
you
want to
can.
see you toss the drumsticks up in the air and see if you can catch them, come back down and not miss a beat with that. Maybe
Yeah,
you can get a,
you can
what is
come
it?
help me patch all the holes in the drywall.
You've never seen my drywall work? My drywall work, not good. As far as they, maybe you could get some melatonin. I meant a metronome, but
I believe there is a built-in metronome. As a matter of fact, I believe my keyboard has a built-in metronome as well.
you got a keyboard, guitar, drum set.
I have several guitars,
Yeah.
keyboard, and a drum set.
Could be a one man band, man. I guess, yeah.
Well, I've guitar I've been playing on and off for years. You know, my dad was a lifelong musician, and so I grew up around guitars. I played in a band as a teenager called Equinox.
Really?
Yep,
You
played,
probably told me that before, but
and it was fun. Then you know, and there were other members. I didn't always play. I was in and out. Matter of fact, I was even the singer once for a brief period. But yeah, it was fun, and I have a great one. So
do tell.
I joined the army at 17, right? And
Huh?
there was this group of friends, all bandmates, that we all hung out together, right? Um, and there was a guy named, I'm just going to give first names. His name was Bill. And Bill was an art major at a local college in Boston. And he did the artwork for the band and kind of helped set up and tear down. There was another guy, Eric. Eric was a
Bill and
tall,
Eric.
yeah, a tall, skinny kid with long hair and always wore skull rings in a blue jean jacket, right?
Yeah.
And
Consistent. Yeah.
fact, Eric and I were dating two girls that were best friends. I ended up marrying mine. It was married for 33 years, and they broke up. So I joined the army at 17. I go off and I do things. I grow up. I become an adult, and I come back many years later and I was in front of my in law's house, which was in the neighborhood where these folks live, because we all were in that neighborhood. And who comes walking down the street but Bill and Eric? And I did a
Uh,
double take. It was like going back in time.
like
I
the gang's
swear
back.
they were wearing the same clothes from the last time I saw them 12 years ago.
Some people never grow up.
And they were telling me about how they went to a Black Sabbath concert and it was amazing and blah, 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 and all of this stuff. And in that moment in my life, and I was at that point, I think I was 30, 29 or 30. I was 30. And in that moment in my life, I came to realize that had I not joined the army, I would have been walking down the street with them wearing the same clothes I was wearing 30 years ago.
And you might have been a rock and roller. You never know.
Not 30
Yeah.
years ago, 13 years ago.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
might have been you might have been a band then. Who knows? Yeah. You said you were in front of your in law's house. I was starting to say you were going to have like one of those, what is it? the thing where the guy holds up the jukebox in front of the house in the movie
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
playing that too.
Come with me.